Hi and happy Monday, everyone, or whenever you're watching this video. I am here with another plan with me video. It's gonna be another weekly plan. I'm actually really enjoying these like weekly plan videos. Just because they're so easy for me to do, and then B, it kind of helps me just plan out every single week, especially on camera too. I find them really fun. I don't know if you guys are enjoying them or if you guys want me to just revert back to just my plain sit down videos and I won't do these anymore. But one of my plan with me videos actually got really good views, and then I don't know how you guys are feeling about them, if you like them at all, or if I should just go back. Right now what I'm doing is I'm doing one plan with me on Mondays and then a sit down video on Wednesdays. So if you guys enjoyed that like kind of switch up every single week, then I will continue doing that. If you guys only want me to do plan with me videos, I will definitely do that as well. Or if you only want me to do sit down videos, I can do that as well. Just let me know what you guys want. I'll probably do a community post sometime this week just to kind of get an insight on what you guys are liking so that I can keep posting that. But as of today, as of June 29th, as I'm filming this, today is Sunday, 29th. It's 8:44 this morning. I actually got up at 6 in the morning today, and I ended up having a really great conversation with a realtor. So lots of fun little things happening over on this side of the camera. So let me know how your week is going. Let me know how your day is going. Alrighty, so what I'm gonna do now, the title of today's video is I stay disciplined because I plan like this every Sunday. And like I said, today is Sunday. I keep up with everything that I need to do because I do this every single Sunday, okay? Without a beat, I am making sure I am planning. I am dumping everything that I have in my brain out onto paper and getting shit done, okay? I know that's the thing that a lot of us struggle with. It's like, where do we put all of our thoughts? How do we execute? How do we plan? How do we stay disciplined? So I'm going to walk you through what I do to stay disciplined because I plan like this every single Sunday, okay? I'm still getting my reps in when it comes to my goals. I'm still trying to make progress towards my goals. Right now, I would say I'm a little like stagnant, but that's only because there's lots of transformation happening behind the scenes. However, I'm so proud of the fact that I still show up on YouTube, that I still show up online, regardless of what my environment looks like. And that's what I want to teach you guys, that regardless of your environment, how are you still going to show up? It doesn't need to be a perfect day. It doesn't need to be sunny and shining, and you need to have the perfectly cup of matcha coffee, and the birds don't need to be singing in order for you to show up, okay? I want you to show up regardless of how it looks like, because you know the outcome, because you know what you want. You know what your results are going to look like if you keep pushing forward. So that is what I'm going to show you today. That is what we're going to work on today. But before we get to that, I do want to say, if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Also click the notification bell so you do know when I do upload. And if you guys are interested, I have a accountability membership group called the Studio of Self, where we are a private space for females who feel unnoticed, who have an unstructured life, and just want to be part of a community where it allows you to stay accountable towards your goals, okay? The worst thing in the entire world is feeling alone, right? Feeling alone and feeling like no one cares. Coming from somebody who understands, you're only gonna get just that more noticed, and then we can move on to the next steps of, okay, you feel noticed. How do we get you structured? How do we get you going? And that is what this accountability membership does. So not only are you getting the accountability portion, which is a one-on-one accountability partner that is within the community, you will get bi-weekly check-ins on your goals as a whole group. So we'll all get together and just talk about what our weeks are looking like. And then we will also you will also get a 6-week course on how to actually stop procrastinating and go from procrastination to discipline within 6 weeks and actually accomplish your goals this year. So if you're interested in all of that, I have a waiting list going. It's down in the description below. It's been going for months, but I'm just waiting for the perfect time to launch this thing, and I feel like it's coming up really, really soon. I don't want you guys to miss on this great opportunity. So please sign up down in the description below. Okay, now let's go ahead and get started with our plan. So this is my planner, if you guys haven't checked it out just yet. It is the blogging planner by The Daily. Mind you, I'm not a blogger, I'm a content creator, and she does have a content creator planner, but this is the only one that was available when I bought her planner, so it's worked out just fine because there is like some sort of content creation happening here. So I'm gonna check what our week looks like. So we're actually entering a whole new month-a-rooney. We are entering July. I just noticed that we're entering July this week. Crazy. But tomorrow, Monday, when this gets uploaded, is June 30th. So number one, the thing that I do every Sunday is that I make sure that my routine is set up so that everything is working towards a common purpose. What is the common purpose? What is your overall result that you want to happen? What outcome do you want to happen? So when you look at your daily routine, when you look at your overall like weekly routine, what you do on a daily basis, what you do on a weekly basis, is everything that you're doing working towards a common purpose. And that common purpose should always fall back to your goals. What goals are you working on, and are your weekly routines setting that up? For example, let's say your common purpose, your goal is to become a healthier person, right? So your eating, sleeping, working out, morning, nighttime routine should all be working towards that common purpose. So if you were to list out your nighttime routine, your morning routine, is it going to reflect me being a healthier person? If you wanting to become a healthy person, is it going to reflect that? If the answer is yes, great, keep doing it. And if you're getting the results, keep doing it. If the answer is no, then that's when you know you need lifestyle changes. That's when you know you need to change your habits, because there's no point of planning your days out if you're not following the steps. And it just becomes this thing of, you know, you want this goal, but are you actually working? Are you actually honestly working towards that goal? Is your daily habits actually reflecting that? And that's why I think planning is so crucial when it comes to being disciplined, because you kind of look at those like little nooks and crannies of details of, am I actually listing out the things that are going to help me work towards that common purpose? If I write out, I'm gonna work out 3 times a week, but my meal planning, I'm putting hamburgers and tacos, my eating routine and my workout routine are different. They're not working towards the same goal. Even though I want to become a healthier person, my meal planning is just not reflecting that. So is everything reflecting what you want to become? And that is what I do in my weekly routine, right? So when I put what platforms I'm uploading, it's showing myself visually I'm working towards this common purpose of being a content creator, of having a business. I'm putting that out into the universe. I'm putting that in the front of mind that I need to upload in these platforms, because that is what's going to help me get to my common purpose. So this is when I go into more detail. This is where I kind of have my master to-do list. So okay, so I've planned majority of my week off camera, But I did want to kind of touch what it means to have organization in your life. So number 2, the three key ingredients to creating organization in your life are prioritization, flexibility, and obviously discipline. So prioritization, we obviously kind of know because that word just gets thrown around in the goal setting, discipline kind of world. It's like prioritization, prioritize. But how do you prioritize when everything is a priority? Well, this is kind of how I work around prioritization and how I know, oh, this is actually a priority versus like what isn't, right? I have this one singular question that I always ask myself. If I were to delay this task another day where there'll be real world consequences, meaning, let's say your room is a mess, you have an assignment due tonight, you have an exam due tonight, your best friend is needing you to help her out because she just broke up with her boyfriend, and your kid also has homework that needs to be done. All of those things are really big things, and all of those things are a prioritization. Like, how do you prioritize all those big things, right? I asked myself this hardcore question of, if I were to delay this task by one day, will I have a really huge impacted life? Would my world change? So let's say your best friend just broke up with her boyfriend and she needs you to go help her move out. Okay, if you tell her like, hey, I can't tonight, but I can help you out tomorrow morning. Depending on the friend, I guess it really depends on how she takes it. Maybe she can ask another person to help her. You have an exam due tonight, and then your kids need help with homework, but if you explain to the teacher, hey, I have this really, really important exam that I need to take tonight that's really going to impact my grade, can we do his homework tomorrow night and him not get penalized for it? And then let's say your room is a mess. No one's gonna do anything if your room is a mess. I understand, it's overwhelming, it probably gives you anxiety and whatnot, but if you were to delay it for another day, your world is not gonna crumble because of it. What is gonna crumble is if that exam is 50% of your grade and you miss it, and then you end up flunking out of the class, then, obviously that's a real world problem. It's probably going to shape how you continue school. Or let's say this is just a little pop quiz that's nothing to your grade, and your best friend needs you to help move out her stuff because your boyfriend just moved out. Then obviously you helping out your friend is probably heavier on, she really needs me, I really value friendship, so I'm gonna go. It just all depends on what is the real world cause, what is gonna create a big consequence in my life at this very moment if I were to delay this for another day. And that's kind of how I go through my days, because everything is a priority. Work is a priority, kids are a priority, the way money is a prioritization. My goals are prioritization. So I'm how do I prioritize my life if everything's a priority? Well, I go through that as I go down the list of my to-dos, I ask myself that simple question. If I were to delay this for another day, will I have a huge impacted life? Would my world turn upside down because of this? And if it doesn't, then great. It's not a priority. Something else is, and I can focus on that first. And so it's just figuring out, what is that real world consequence? What is that thing that's going to turn your life upside down if you were to delay it for another day? And then flexibility. You need to be flexible within your own schedule. As much as you want to say, you can plan for the perfect day, things are just going to happen and you just need to learn how to be flexible. You just got to learn how to be flexible, but that's also hand in hand with discipline, right? You need to learn how to be disciplined enough to understand that your goals should be completed at the end of the day when you had said you were going to do it. Your goals should always be completed at the time that you wrote it down in your plan. That is when it should be completed. And how do you stay disciplined? Unfortunately, discipline is more of a mindset rather than a physical strength. It's more of like a mental strength. You just do it. It's literally Nike's motto. Just do it. Just get it over with. That's what I always tell myself. Just get it over with. Life will continue on. I'm not gonna die from freaking having to sit down and film. But we just get it over with. We move on with our days. We get it completed, and life is all good, all great, and it's off of your list. It's off of your table. It's off of your desk. Okay? So I finished this weekly overview. The next thing on the list is just to daily plan. Daily planning is the last thing when it comes to me. When I sit down and weekly plan for my week, I also just go ahead and do Monday's plan just to not have to worry about it the next day. But one thing that I did want to say is, like, another thing again is, like, how do we stay disciplined throughout the entire week? How do we keep ourselves accountable? Because discipline is also accountability. It's a huge part of discipline, is being able to be accountable for your own actions. So something that you can do that can really help you when it comes to writing down your to-do list and going through everything is writing not only what you have to do, but what are the results you want to have based on that task. So let's say it's one of your tasks is to clean up your room. Okay, that's very broad, it's very vague. Clean up your room. What does that mean, right? Write the results. What would you like your room to look like? So you can paint the picture so much more clear when you're more specific. Okay, so if I want my room to be clean, how do I write this in? My bed is made and folded. My sheets are tucked. I sweep them up the floors. I fold all my laundry. I put away the I organize my desk in a way that makes sense to me. You start being more and more specific, and as you go through the list, you start doing those little things, and the next thing you know, you have your task done of having your room clean because you wrote down specifically what you wanted the results to look like. You wanted your bed to be folded, tucked, and neat. Did you accomplish that? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. Check mark. Alrighty, I folded all my clothes and put everything away. Is your laundry basket clear of clothes? Yes, it is. So you could put that empty laundry basket. Empty laundry basket and clothes folded nicely in my drawers. Did you accomplish that? Yes. If you didn't, go back and fold your laundry nicely. Like, what are the results? What are the expectations that you are putting on yourself? So that is kind of how I am moving through my to-do list now. Is just results based. How do I want my tasks to be done? And it just sets more of an expectation for myself, and I kind of like that because then I get to start living the life that I really want, to look like. I'm not just doing things just to do things. I'm actually being intentional with how I do everything. Alrighty guys, so that is kind of how I'm planning my week this week. This is kind of how it's looking like overall. So if you guys really enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also click the notification bell so you do know when I do upload, and follow me on all my social media. I am at Adriel De Silva. Also, please join my waiting list for my accountability membership group, The Studio of Self, down in the description and pinned in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys on Wednesday. Bye! Mwah.